तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते भूरिदा जना. So, Sri Ramakrishna is in Vidyasagar's house, Vishwachandra Vidyasagar. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, there is nothing in mere scholarship. Only scholarship will not do. You will not be able to realize God. So, what Sri Ramakrishna is telling here, so there is nothing in mere scholarship. The object of study is to find means of knowing God and realizing Him. A holy man treasured a book. When asked what it contained, he opened it and showed that on all the pages were written the words Om Rama and nothing else. So here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, even not only God realization, even for secular activities also, just to having certificate it won't do. You should have practical experience. It is, we know very well, in day-to-day life, even if you have degree certificate and if you go for job, you don't get it. You should have some experience. And first immediately they will ask you what you know. At least you are able to do something practically. Similarly, even in spirituality, in spiritual life also, if you know many things, it doesn't mean that Sri Ramakrishna is not against reading books. What Sri Ramakrishna is telling, whatever you acquire knowledge, it should be useful for your life. It should be useful for realizing God. Suppose you are reading scriptures. What is the purpose of reading scriptures? To realize God. Not giving lectures, not giving upadesha to others, without practicing. So one must practice. Then only he will be able to realize God. So even Upanishad says, Swadhyaya Pravachana Bina Pramadhavyam. Swadhyaya and Pravachana, though it should be there, it is not just one giving Pravachana and just for reading. Here, first thing, Swadhyaya Pravachana, where it is a Swadhyaya, it has got meaning. Swadhyaya means not reading. General understanding is Swadhyaya means just reading. Swadhyaya means study, introspect, think. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, what he is telling, there is nothing in mere scholarship, just having scholarship certificate. Even though there are so many people, they have done PhD in Advaita Vedanta, there is PhD in Tarka, all those things. What is the use? If you are not realized. Then whatever your acquired knowledge, it should give us more and more it should take us towards the God. So Sri Ramakrishna, he did not go in formal education. Why? He wanted to experience practically. So he went to the root. So what is how we can go root of knowledge? That in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad very beautifully, Yajnavalkya says to his wife, Maitreyi, Atma vare shotavyam mantavyam nididhyasatavyam. O Maitreyi, Atman only should be sought. You have to seek Atman alone. How? Shotavya mantavya nididhyasatavya. First you have to listen properly. So Shastra, listening means what? Who will teach us? Whatever you listen. So what clearly Sri Ramakrishna what says? What Shastra says? Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. So God alone is true. Even whether it is Advaita, Dvaita or Vishishtadvaita, whatever may be the philosophy, what all the philosophy says, God alone is true. All other things are all Asatya, impermanent. Asatya means not false, not untruth. Asatya means now it is there, next moment it will not be there. That is the thing. So that what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So what scripture says, God alone is true. The same what Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Yajnavalkya says, Atma alone. Atmava are shotavyam mantavyam nididhyasatavyam. Atma alone abides. That should be sought. So all other things, worldly things will not give you. When Maitri asked, see, he had 2 wives. Yajnavalkya had 2 wives. One is Katyayani and Maitreyi. So he wanted to completely dedicate for renunciation, spiritual life, want to realize highest Brahman. Of course, even then he already realized, but he had some duties. So he distributed all his wealth, both according equally to his wives. Katyayani is a very good housewife. Maitreyi was little bit very intelligent, wise, and more introspective type. Then when we were about to distribute, then Maitreyi asked, will these wealth will give me what you are seeking for? You are giving everything, you are leaving everything and going for highest realization. Will these wealth will give me the highest realization for me? Then Yajnavalkya said, that is why I like you, oh Maitreyi. Why? Because he is a very beloved wife for him, eldest wife. So that is why I like you. You don't seek any other ephemeral things. So you are seeking what is highest. So I will teach you. So these wealth will not give you any highest knowledge. These wealth, whatever you are seeking, this will not give you highest knowledge. Only, if you want highest knowledge, you have to give up everything and you have to seek only Atman. So similarly, Sri Ramakrishna is telling here simple language. All those scholarship, all those things, it may give you some name and fame, that's all. What Vakvaikari, Shabdajari, Shastra Vakhyana Vaidishyam Vidishyam Tattvad Bhukte Natamukte, Shankaracharya says in Vivekachudamani. Vakvaikari, Shabdajari, Shastra Vakhyana Vaidishyam Tattvad Bhukte Natamukte. So these Shastra Vakhyana, Vak Vaikari, oratory skill, Shabdajari, using all bombastic words, using all powerful words, bombastic language, nobody will be able to understand. They have to take the dictionary and find out the meaning. All those things will give you what will give Tattvad Bhuktaye Natu Muktaye. It will give you, it will satisfy your requirement, your desires. Bhuktaye. It will satisfy your hunger. But it will not give mukti. Sri Ramakrishna same thing is telling what scholarship it can give. Scholarship, if you know all Shastras and you may have big certificate, what will give? Okay, oh, very nicely spoke. Yeah, very good speaker. Very nice. The people give and then some give some sambhavana. They will give and then that's all. But it will not give mukti. If you want mukti, you have to renounce everything. That is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So he is telling to whom? To Vidyasagar. Of course, Vidyasagar is a great man. He was a great, very humble man, very pure. And Sri Ramakrishna is telling you, because person who is very humble, to him only Sri Ramakrishna teaches. Because he is a fit person to listen. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So then he is giving, when asked, a holy man treasured a book. He had so full of books. So many books. What is there inside? When asked what it contained, he opened it and showed that on all the pages were written the words Om Rama, Rama, Rama. No, Jai Shri Ram, like this. He has written only Rama, Rama. In that book. What is this? What? That much only, no. What Shastra says, this much only. What is that Rama? Rama means Ramanteti Rama. Who gives joy is inside. He is Rama. So that Rama we are all seeking for that only. Whether you read Upanishad or Bhagavata, all Puranas, ultimately what is that? Rama is not just only person. Rama, the word meaning itself is a very pure, the highest knowledge, word of highest knowledge. One who gives ultimate, infinite joy, one who gives infinite joy, he is Rama. That you are seeking. That is why what Upanishad says, that Atma Rama, it is called. Atma means Atma Rama. Rama is connected to this Atman, is inside. So that Atman should be sought. That is what Yajnavalkya is telling to Maitreyi, Atma vare shotavyam mantavyam nididhyasatavyam. So, shotavyam means what? To listen. Listening means constantly you should, in your mind, you should linger God's name. Rama, 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 or Krishna, Krishna, whatever you choose in your deity, your God. Constantly you have to listen. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, you see, Sri Ramakrishna, though he did not read books, but all through his life, all the time, he used to speak about God only. Whoever goes to Dakshineshwar, he will speak about God. If anybody raises the topic of worldly matters, then immediately he used to avoid. Oh mother, why you sent these people? My eyes, my ears is paining. He used to feel pain if somebody talks about worldly things. So, Shrotavyam, that is why what Upanishad says, Sri Ramakrishna shown in his own life. Shrotavyam means constantly you have to listen only God, about God. Even if you go to, whether it is applicable not only for man of renunciation, it is applicable for householders. Okay, you do in your regular work, you perform all your duties. When you go back to your house, then think about God, listening about God. Then you will have no stress. Why people are having so much in spite of so much of money, wealth, all this, why they are feeling stress? Because they are not giving time to think about God. If you have that faith, if you have surrender, okay, oh Lord, yes, I have done my duty. Yes, let me think about yourself. Think about you. Constantly thinking about them, what will happen? That is called Shrautavya, Mantavya. So if somebody comes, you speak about God alone. Suppose anybody comes, okay, one or two, whatever, visual welfare, each welfare asking about their Kushalopari, Ubhaya Kushalopari, they may ask, how are you, all those things. Immediately switch on to the subject of something higher. Even with your relatives, with your friends. But those who want really lead a spiritual life, they have to do like this. If anybody comes, speak about God. Speak about something good. And nothing else. No other matters. Then automatically what will happen is slowly, continuously, what happens, constantly you are listening, whole mind will be brainwashed. So many things you are brainwashed with some unnecessary things outside. Useless things you are brainwashed by. You are brainwashed with so many useless things. Why don't you wash with pure water instead of using dirty water? So brain should be washed with pure water instead of dirty water. So we have so much of brainwashed by dirty waters, only dirty things will be there. If you constantly are thinking, speak about God. When nobody is there, think about God. That is Shrotavya, Mantavya. Think about God. When as on going on, you are thinking about God constantly. What will happen? Mantavya. It will imprint. Such a way it will be molded. Whatever you speak, it will become true. Nothing else. You speak only truth. How truth can be maintained, this is how. So constantly think about truth. Speak truth, speak about truth, speak the truth, and then when there is nothing, think about truth. When you constantly are thinking about truth, then whatever you speak, that will be true only. That is how great rishis, great saints, whatever this become true, how it is possible? Because they have seen the truth. They speak truth. They started with that truthfulness, living truthful life. So whatever they have done, they have never attached to this, because this world is impermanent. This is asatya. Now it is there, next moment it is not there. Constantly changing. They are holding on to the unchanging reality. What is the unchanging reality? What Yajnavalkya said, Atmavari. Only Atman alone, or Bhagavan, God alone. Only holding on to the God, whatever it is you call it, God, Rama, Krishna, or Atma, Brahman. Holding on to that. Because that is on that reality, whole constantly changing world is sitting on that reality. Just like anvil. Kutastha, the anvil, no? When the rod benders, what they do, keep anvil and then heat. So they may bend all, whatever size you want, whatever the shape you want, they beat and everything. But that will not change. That that anvil will not change. It will be strong. In spite of so much of beating, the rod will bend, but the anvil will not bend. Anvil will be constant. Similarly, this Brahman, this truth, the reality, God never changes, only world changes. So that is how Sri Ramakrishna is telling, your mere scholarship will not do. You have to think about God alone constantly. That is how, because we are so many books you have read, what, nothing happened. That is why give mantra in Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Math Gurus are giving mantra. Why you have to take mantra? So many mantras are there. Simply you read some books, some take one rhyme and you can repeat. Why? It should be listened. Through Guru it should go. And it should go inside, it should imprint in your heart. So he will sow the seed. Then you repeat, constantly repeating the mantra. When you are go on repeating mantra, what will happen in mind also? You will start, whole mind will be covered with that mantra. Whole mind will become that same mantra. When that mantra constantly repeating, the whole mantra covered with that mantra, then all other thoughts will go away. When all the thoughts are gone, your mind becomes absolutely pure. When absolutely pure, mind becomes absolutely pure, that Atman will reflect. When the Atman is reflected, once the God whom you have chosen, deity is reflected through your pure mind, then you are liberated from this samsara. That is how moksha is get. Moksha is not you are getting outside something. Moksha is not that we think that moksha means something you invest and you will get. It is not like that. Moksha means removing all impure things, remove ignorance. As per according to Shastra, according to Vedanta, you are already free. You are already free. Moksha means you are not getting something outside. You are already free. So you want to be free means because of so ignorance, because so many unnecessary, useless things, you are not able to see your own light, your own self. You are not able to see your own self. What you are, you don't know. So you have to be, mind should be purified. For that what they do when Guru gives, because it will have power, because it is coming from parampara. Those who have realized, through them that mantra is, through that mantra, those gurus, Adi Gurus, they have realized, through that we are getting mantras. So Guru Parampara is there. So through Guru Parampara, that it will have effect, it will have powers. That seed, because there are some seeds are there, even if you sow seed, something burnt seed will not work. Seed should be very proper, no, good. It should be, when you sow on the earth, the plant should grow. So through proper channel if it comes, that means it is, yes, effective. seed, that is, effective seed. So through that Guru, you get mantra, and then it will have power, then constantly you go on thinking what will happen, whole mind becomes pure. When pure mind becomes pure, absolute pure, because no chitta shuddhi. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. When Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, what is yoga means? Yoga means chitta vritti nirodha. So chitta is completely stopped. Just like water in wave, no waves, nothing is there. What you can see, what is there inside. If you go to Mahanandi in Andhra Pradesh, near Ahobilam, that Mahanandi is there. Their river is there. Mahanandishwara temple, inside, big pond type. From where it comes, we don't know. And there is no water, we can see. Even pin also, if you put pin, clearly you can see. Absolute clear water. So like that, mind becomes completely pure. Then you can see who I am. Who am I? Who am I? When people are talking about Advaita, who am I? Who am I? Then mind becomes, you need not ask who am I. You will understand who we are. That is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Then, what is the significance of the Gita? It is what you find by repeating the word 10 times. It is then reversed into Tyagi, which means a person who has renounced everything for God. And the lesson of the Gita is, O man, renounce everything and seek God alone. Whether a man is a monk or a householder, he has to shake off all attachment from his mind. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling about Gita. You see, mere scholarship will not do. What Gita says? Sri Ramakrishna, simple answer. What Gita says? If you repeat 10 times, Gita, 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 means Tyagi. See, in Bengali pronunciation, Tyagi means Tagi. Tyagi means Tyagi, means Tyaga, renounce. What if you read Gita, what from beginning to end, what Sri Krishna is telling? Oh, Sarvadharmam pratyajya mamekam sharanam vrajase. Karmanyevadikaste ma paleshu kadachana. Ma karma pale hetu mate sangosto karmani. So what he is telling? Krishna, you give up everything. Don't have an attachment. Do your duty. Sri Krishna, Sri Ramakrishna is not telling that you give up everything. Not like that. What he is telling? Give up all attachments. So come right from the Vairagya. How Sri Krishna, Arjuna asks, how to control this mind, Krishna, very difficult. Then he says, Abhyasa Vairagya. Vairagya. First thing what he says, you constantly practice this Vairagya. To develop that Vairagya. See, Vairagya is very difficult. Tyaga you can renounce. You can Tyaga you can do, but Vairagya is very difficult. Why yes, I have renounced. Bharat says, okay. Somebody asks, okay, you take. Not that I'm out of mercy, okay, just give. So then you go on thinking about, I have donated this, I have donated this much amount, I have donated this. That means that I have donated my donation. So I has not gone. I have given my money. That means still you are having the possession. Possessiveness still you are having. So Vairagya means once you give, forget about it. You should not remember, yes, Father, I have given, that's all. That is not mine. Whatever you do it. I don't know. Once you given, that's all. But though some people they give, go on and say, I have given this much donation I have given. No, the people are there, they will fight. Why they have not put our name? My name is not there. I have given this much amount, this much crores. See, okay, they have given. Something is better than nothing, like that they have given. But that will not give you realization. That will not make you great dhani, renouncer. You have to renounce that name and fame. I have given. That also should be given. Sarvadharma pratyajya mamekam sharanam vraja. When Krishna says Sarvadharma pratyajya means what? Whatever action I have done, don't expect any result out of it. Don't expect phala. Phalapeksha should not be there. You should not desire for phala. When you know that one, that is vairagya. No attachment towards that. That should be then. Then only your dana, karma, all those things will have effect. Actually, what is dharma? We are all talk. Yoga Vasishta clearly says, what is dharma? How to understand this dharma? Dharma can be understood only through karma. That is what Yoga Vasishta says. What Vasishta says to Rama, oh Rama, whatever may be, however may you know many things, all scriptures, all Vedanta you know, but just if you just uttering, you will not know. You will not be able to know about dharma or even Brahman. Brahman can be understood through jnana, dharma can be understood only through karma. See, before Sri Ramachandra going for forest, he went to pilgrimage, he came back, he was very morose. Why? What is the purpose of life? All this. Then Vasishta teaches about yoga. Then he go on speaking about vairagya. Then that's why Sri Ramakrishna who could practice all this karma. He practiced dharma. Why? So how the dharma can be understood through Sri Ramachandra's life? He practiced that. So that what Yoga Vasishta, what Vasishta says, dharma can be understood only through action, your actions. Your performance of without any attachment towards. So here, what Sri Krishna is telling, Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam. Sarvadharman Parityaja means, here dharma means you perform your duty, but don't desire for anything. If you don't desire anything means you are performing, means you are giving up Sarvadharma. Giving up dharma. Giving dharma means not performing dharma, not adharma. Here we have to understand very clearly, you have to understand that the statement of Sri Krishna, Sarva Dharma Pratyaja means, okay, all dharma will give up. I will become adharma. It is not like that, not in that sense. Sarva Dharma Pratyaja means performing dharmic activities, all dharmic activities according to Shastra, and without expecting any result. Whatever comes, accept whatever, whether good or bad. Perform your duty as per the Shastra, as per the dharmic way you perform, and then don't expect any result. Whether good or bad, accept whatever comes, you accept it. That is called Sarvadharma. And then whatever comes, accept it and offer at the feet of Lord. Sarvadharman Prityaja Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Everything you surrender to me. You surrender to me, then you will take it. Then you are free. See, that is how moksha can be attained only through that way alone. When you more and more getting attached to the worldly thing, more and more attached towards your actions, then it will, you cannot escape from the cycle of birth and death. You cannot escape from these sufferings. All the great, even Buddha says, why desire is the cause for all miseries. Why he has told? Any Vedanta, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, even Buddha's teaching, they know. They have given, their philosophy may be different, but main essence is same. Essence never change. So, here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, what Gita says, if you repeat Tyagi, Gita means repeat what comes Tyagi. So here Tyagi means give up everything, all desires. Next comes Chaitanya Deva set out on a pilgrimage to southern India. One day he saw a man reading the Gita. Another man seated at a distance was listening and weeping. His eyes were swimming in tears. Chaitanya Deva asked him, "Do you understand all this?" The man said, "No, revered sir, I don't understand a word of the text." "Then why are you crying?" asked Chaitanya. The devotee said, "As I listen to the book, I see Arjuna's chariot before me. I see Lord Krishna and Arjuna seated in it, talking. I see all this and I weep." See, who has understood? Person who reading the Bhagavad Gita is understood, or person who is not reading is not able to understand, but he is able to see Lord Krishna. Then you can decide who has understood the Bhagavad Gita. So Chaitanya is referring, when he is asking one person, one Pandit is reading about Bhagavad Gita, he is giving Vyakhyana, he is giving lecture on Gita about Kurukshetra and Arjuna, Sri Krishna's conversation. But this man not able to understand anything. Not a word of it, because it is a very only Pandit, all language, Sanskrit, all those things. He is not a Pandit, he is an ordinary person. But he knows that he is talking about Lord Krishna and Arjuna. But so much of faith, completely immersed in that imagination, in that this one, what he is not seeing any other things, as if Lord Krishna is talking to Arjuna. The conversation between Arjuna and Krishna is seeing. That only we want to know. What we want, whether what Krishna has told to Arjuna, whether Arjuna was told, we don't want. What we want, if Lord himself is there before you, what else you want? So even for Arjuna, had it been seen even before, suppose before Arjuna proposing not to fight, Arjuna is proposing, no, I don't want to fight, asking this question. Before that itself, he had that Vishwarupa Darshana, he would not have fought, he would not have asked all these things. He would have satisfied with that. So, Sri Krishna taught all these teachings to Arjuna to bring back where he was standing, in low level, he brought him to the highest level. He has to realize through his duty, perform his duty, perform his dharma. Person who has already finished all his duty, person is already finished all, mind has become pure, for him all these teachings are not necessary. So Chaitanya Deva, who saw him, another person, for him not required to understand all the texts of the Bhagavad Gita, because the mind is already pure. He is seeing Lord Krishna. He is seeing Lord Krishna means not through this eyes, not through this, but he is enjoying. That same Paramatma is already there. That's why when you see the Bhagavata, when Yashoda, Krishna, so much love, that motherly love towards Lord Krishna. See, she doesn't want anywhere, his son is a Lord Vishnu, or she didn't want to know about what he is, whether it's Avatara or Lord Paramatma. Just love she gave. She enjoyed, and Lord also enjoyed. That is what Lord Shira Bhagavan also wants, that one. See, if you read the Bhagavata, when you understand, Lord Krishna was, sometimes he was very afraid, when this Yashoda will come to know about me. If she comes to know I am a Lord, then she will give up all her mamata, she will give up all her motherly love, and she started worshipping. He was very careful, so that Yashoda should not know that I am Avatara. Because Lord wants to enjoy that motherly love. So, through that, what we can understand, see, whoever to serve people, you knew, see, that is how dharma and moksha, how we can be related. When you do dharma, not expecting means, see, here Lord Krishna is teaching through the love between the mother and the child. I don't want to know whether, oh God, so if I don't do this puja, the Lord will be angry. If you don't do this, Lord will get frightened, he'll give shapa, he'll curse. That attitude Lord never likes. He wants pure love. So for that, Krishna is showing through his life, so he was very careful. Mother Yashoda should not know I am a Lord. Mother Yashoda should not know. So he was very careful. And he used to be so much naughty, he was so naughty. He wanted to get some beatings from his mother. Because mothers always, even though beat, their inside so much love will be there. If they beat once, so 10 times more than that, they show their love. That he wanted to enjoy. In Bhagavata comes, why you are taking this avatar as a Lord Krishna? Krishna, why you are taking like this? Because I want to enjoy that mamata, enjoy that motherly love, the vatsalya. I want to enjoy. So once that, through that, similarly, what Sri Krishna is telling through that story, what we can understand, whatever you do to serve the people, that's what Swami says, Jiva Shivagnani, Sri Ramakrishna Math Shivagnani, Jiva Seva, that is the attitude. When you do seva, when you serve people, not the whether you Shivagnani, Jiva Seva, Lord is there. Even at that moment, if you don't remember God, don't worry. Don't expect anything. I love to serve, that's all. Just like mothers, how they love their children, similarly you love everyone. Love that. Through that love, you serve. Don't expect anything. So that purity of service, that pure service, purity of action, that itself is God. That itself is God. So here, that's why when you read the Upanishad, Vedanta, how to understand I am the Atman. There clearly says, Brahman has got two characteristics. Brahman has got two characteristics. One, Murta and Amurta. Murta means, what is that? This Prithvi, that body, and seeing, then smell. So the Amurta means Akasha, this sky, and then Vayu, that air. This is Amurta. Murta means fire, smell. This is all you can experience, you can touch, you can feel that. So this Murta and Amurta. So these three things, the five things. So both two types of characters, Murta and Amurta. So these things you are experiencing through that Brahman alone, through that Chaitanya alone. So when you do any action to show someone else, you love someone, to serve someone, that action is being done there, where that, is it doing this, body is doing? Inside the prana is there, that prana is also invisible. So when you do certain action to somebody else, doing serving or something, helping somebody, through that action, that some Chaitanya, now you see, whole body is a jada, and mind also jada. There is something behind. If that Chaitanya is not there, you cannot perform any action. But that Chaitanya is always is unattached. When prana goes, says prana is one step below to the highest Chaitanya. That is called Hiranyagarbha. The prana is compared to the Hiranyagarbha in Upanishads. So those things we are not able to understand. For our level, you have to understand. See, when you give some form to the prana, you give some form, either Rama, Krishna, some different form you give. So all the actions you are giving, offering to that Paramatma. That prana is nothing but one step below to if you think about cosmic, in the cosmic sense, it is Hiranyagarbha, for individual sense is a prana. So that prana, when you go, that prana acts behind this Chaitanya. So all those actions through that Chaitanya. That's why when prana goes, nobody gives respect. Nobody will keep the body. Suppose body, mind is there. If prana goes, they immediately, when it is part will be removed, when it will be taken to the smashana and burn it or bury it, you think. So what is that prana? So you understand this. That is why Buddha said, if you can understand this, you are free. So that prana is Paramatma. So in all these Puranas, this Sri Krishna story, all these Puranic stories, they teach such a way that you do any action. That is why in Sanatana Dharma, whether you don't believe in God or don't believe, there is no belief system. How the belief system is not given that much importance in Sanatana Dharma, because they know belief can be disbelievers. You can be disbelievers. Belief means it is not something you don't know. It is not but here not that. You are experiencing. Every moment you are experiencing. How can you say it is belief? So, see, suppose my mother is there, father is there. I believe that she is my mother. When you say like that, you don't say this. His father, I believe that he is my father. Do you say like this? Because every day I am experiencing. Every day I am seeing my God, my parents. Every day I am seeing my father. Every day I am seeing my mother. She is feeding me. For that, you did not prove it. Similarly, in Sanatana Dharma, every moment you are experiencing God, but you are ignorant. You don't know about that. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, Shivagnana Jiva Seva, why he is told, Shivagnana Jiva Seva means your experience already God is there. It is not that, Sri Ramakrishna is not asking you to believe it, you see it. Sri Krishna is loving Lord, Sri Krishna loving his mother Yashoda, Yashoda showing her Vatsalya to Krishna, is not that you are asking us to believe that. You see that love. What that love you transform it, you give that, divinize it. That love you defy it. Then you experience that. Yes, whole universe is filled with divine love. Whole universe is filled with that divinity. There is no death, there is no birth. It is my ignorance. It is my avidya. I am saying there is a death and there is a birth. Then you are free. That is how all these stories of Lord, all our Puranas, Rama, Krishna's, their life, this is the thing, that's all. So that is how, when you develop like this, there is no attachment. Right? Sri Ramakrishna is telling, so here the same story, what Chaitanya is asking that person, for him not necessary to understand word by word, sentence by sentence, and every grammatical understanding not necessary, what it is written is already understood. What is he understood? When Gita class is going on, he is seeing Lord Krishna. When you are seeing Lord Krishna, there is not necessary to understand, grammatical understanding. The mantra, Guru has given mantra, should be realized means, should be understood means, not understanding, not like grammatically. Understanding means seeing, that's all. God realization means seeing face to face, not through media, not through instruments, not through eyes and nose, not like this. You experience, yes, I am a man or a woman. If you say, for that, whether I am a man or woman, you don't question. You know, you are already experiencing. No? Nobody will ask. Will you go and ask someone whether I am a man or woman? You don't ask. It is your own experience. Similarly, I am the Atman. That experience you will get. When you practice like this, when you go on repeating the mantra, constantly listening about God. So that is why Sri Ramakrishna is telling, and Upanishad is telling, Shrotavya, Mantavya, Idyasya, what Upanishad says, Sri Ramakrishna is the same thing is telling. Whoever comes, always when whoever goes to Dakshineshwar, what he will tell? He will talk about God only. He talks about only, except God, nothing he speaks. If somebody raises the topic of worldly things, oh mother, why you brought this fellow? That is, some people, those worldly people who used to come to Dakshineshwar, so he doesn't want to hurt them. At the same time, he doesn't want to listen to worldly things. What he used to tell? Oh, so many things are there in temple. Go and see. He used to send them. See, there are good temples. So many other temples are there. Go and have darshan. And he used to tell them and go there. Otherwise, if you keep them in his room, they'll talk all sorts of nonsense things. Because if somebody is asking worldly thing, oh mother, so much pain, torture for him. Similarly, we also know those are not interested in any philosophical things. What we tell, Abba, that fellow is eating my away. He hammering. In school also, suppose college level, lecturers will go, lecturers will give classes. Abba, this lecturer has come, he is hammering. You will tell. No. If you don't like it, it will be really painful. No? Similarly, those who are immersed in spiritual life, if they something they talk about worldly things, it is really hammering for them because they cannot bear. So Sri Ramakrishna's mind is so pure. Something comes which is not palatable, it is very painful for him. So that is how constantly listen. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, he never spoke out of Shastra. Whatever he spoke, what is written in Upanishad, same thing is telling in a different language, that's all. This Yajnavalkya is telling Shrotavya, Mantavya, Nitya. Shrotavya means consciously listen only that alone. Atma, regarding Atman alone. Atma vare Shrotavya, Mantavya, Nitya, Satavya. Oh Maitreyi, you have to listen that Atman constantly. Constantly think about that Atman. Constantly you have to listen about the Atman. And constantly you think about Atman. And then whatever you thought through reasoning, you have to put it into your practice. Nididhyasatavya. In every action, in every moment, yes, this is the only Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. Atman alone abides. Brahman alone true. That is Nididhyasatavya. That experience will come. Then, next question comes. Why does a Vijnani keep an attitude of love toward God? The answer is that I conscious persists. It disappears in state of samadhi, no doubt, but it comes back in the case of ordinary people. The I never disappears. You may cut down the Ashwatha tree, but the next day new sprouts shoot up. See, even after realization, even after samadhi, this again, once you come back, again that I conscious, because always is I will not go. Why world exists? Somebody asks, why world exists? Because I exist. If somebody asks, why these things? Why so many universe? Why so many stars, moon, sun, all these things? What is the purpose of all this? Why we are this? Why this all this creation? If you ask somebody asks this question, what is the answer? Because I exist. If I don't exist, nothing exists. Everything disappears. You are only alone. You only exist. Aham Brahmasmi. That is why that Sri Ramakrishna, what he is telling, even you reach that height of experience, samadhi, when he comes back, through avidya only. This world, because of avidya, we see this difference. So you see the differences in this universe because of avidya. Even Sri Ramakrishna, to bring back his mind towards normal consciousness, it was very difficult for him because always his mind used to shoot up to the highest infinity. Nirvikalpa Samadhi. To teach people, he wants, now and then, that's why he will tell, oh, I will take sweet, something, sandesh. Some desire should bring, some desire he used to create so that to keep his body. So, for normal people, what is the best? Because this I constantly, it is very difficult for normal people. It is better to have this type of eye towards, it is mine, I have done this, instead of that, keep that eye of, I am the God, child of, I am the son of God, I am the child of God, I am servant of God. This eye will help us. Even after the attainment of knowledge, this eye conscious comes up. Nobody knows from where. This is very difficult because this Maya is so powerful, because the same Brahman and Maya is not different. Brahma and Brahma Shakti is Maya. Maya is also eternal. You have to understand this. Because of avidya, you are experiencing Maya. So Maya always, because Brahman is the Shakti of Brahman. Maya is the Shakti of Brahman. That even Lord wants to take incarnation, he wants to avatara. Through his own yoga Maya only comes. Without Maya, it is not possible to take avatar. That is what Shastra says. So this Maya, if you want to escape this from Maya, you have to surrender to, you have to divine, ask Divine Mother. For that better, what is the best thing, even after knowledge? That is why Ahankara is very difficult, very dangerous. The Sri Ramakrishna is very intelligent. He is very wise. That's why I don't know, Baba. I know, only Mother knows. If he, whatever he speaks, I don't know, Mother. If some Totapari comes and asks, oh, will you learn Brahma Vidya? Will you take sannyasa? I don't know. I will ask my mother. He goes to Mother. Totapari is thinking, oh, Mother means he is given Mother Chandramani Devi. He does not know. Where is asking? He goes to the Dakshineshwar temple, calling Mother. Nangta. Naga, this Nangta used to call Nangta in Bengal. Nangta Shegeche. Jabo, shall I go? He wants to teach me Brahma Vidya. Shall I go? Then Mother will tell, oh, it's for you only. She has come, you go. Oh, Mother gave him permission. Then he was surprised. This Totapari. What Mother? So easily she gave her. Then later on understood, he is going and asking my Divine Mother. Why? In spite of experiencing, Sri Ramakrishna had the vision of Divine Mother. Why all these things? After attaining Nirvikalpa Samadhi, after practicing under Totapari's instruction, within 3 days he realized Nirvikalpa, he had the experience of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and again he comes back, then again he is praying Mother. Why? He knows how difficult this Maya is. That is why, even though there are so many great people, even Vishwamitra, so much of struggle, he struggled to become Brahma Rishi. In spite of such a great power he had, every now and then he used to fall. So finally, he gave up everything and gave up this Ahankara. Then he realized he became Brahma Rishi. So it is very difficult. That is, one must be careful. Always, even though you are Brahmagnan, even though you practice Advaita or Vishishtadvaita, any path you follow, that is why Shankara is very intelligent. Great Shankara is great, very intelligent. What is it? This Advaita, this Brahman, only by the grace of Mother. That is why he wrote Mother's all Saundarya Lahari, all Stottas, why he has written? He is a Brahma Satya, everything is Brahman. You are also Brahman, he is talking. But this Shankara is telling, no, only by the grace of Mother. That way, Shankara clearly says, Vedanta says, Brahman and Maya, both are eternal. That way, Maya theory, how it came, this Maya is so very powerful. So other bhakti movement people, devotional people, they instead of that Maya, this is Leela. They say that's all. There is no difference, much difference between Maya and Leela. So Leela of Bhagavan, and Advaita says is the Maya of Bhagavan. That's all. This is the only difference. There is no difference between between devotees or jnanis. Both are same in different language. Devotees there, it is a Leela, and Advaita says it is a Maya. That Maya should be, how to escape from that Maya? Only surrender to the Mahamaya. Who is Mahamaya? Divine Mother. So for that, Sri Ramakrishna is telling this I consciousness, ahankara, this small, slightest ahankara will ruin us. How it will come, you don't know. That is why all suffering, this is Sri Ramakrishna, you dream of a tiger, then you awake, but your heart keeps on palpitation. All our suffering is due to this I. See, suppose you are dreaming. When you in a dream you see tiger or lion, then immediately you wake up, still your heart will be heartbeat. Why it is happening? Because of that I. So in spite of your knowledge, in spite of attaining, that is better to keep. I don't know. Because this I, suddenly this particular I, how it comes you don't know, immediately it will connect to this body and mind. Even after attaining highest thing. Once you get connected to your body and mind, then all suffering starts. When you go to samadhi, you will you separate from yourself, you separate yourself from this body and mind. When you read, when it comes back, then it will go again get into connected to the body and mind. When body and mind complex, when identification comes, then suffering starts. That is what must be. That is Sri Ramakrishna's best way. All this, that is why so many God we worshipping, oh Mother. This devotion will help us. That way, Advaitis, Vishishtadvaitis, they are not contradictory to each other. They are all complementary. We fight, oh, this is the unnecessary things. Because we are not realizing, we don't practice it. But if Shankara, Ramanujacharya, Madhva, all the three come together, they will be friends, but we will fight. So that is the thing. So let us take up next portion in next class. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.